I want to talk just literally for 4 minutes tonight from the subject, a recipe for destiny. And we're going to break this down a little further, give you 8 points on Sunday, a recipe for your success in 2010. 3 John 2 says, "Beloved, I wish above all things that you would prosper and be in health, even as your soul prospers." Most of us want prosperity in health, and we want prosperity materially. We want jobs, we want 401k plans, we want housing, but we don't necessarily want a prayer life. We don't want a disciplined life of reading the Word of God. We come to prayer when we know Bishop Hilliard will be at prayer, so Bishop can see us. Prayer is not a part of our discipline. And so many of us never come into the fullness of God because God is tied up to what we have and not who He is. And so what has occurred in 2009 is, as Keith and I were talking earlier this year, one of the ministers of our church, he said, "Bishop, could it be that many of God's people throughout the country are mad with God? Because church attendance is not, now we're packed tonight completely, but church attendance has not just gone down at Cathedral, it's gone down in Texas, it's gone down in California, it's gone down in Atlanta. Because it could be," he said, "that the people seem to be mad with God." What he meant was that when we had everything, all the things that we wanted, when we had all the stuff that we wanted, the churches were full. Because we tied somehow, regrettably, so many of us as preachers gave you the erroneous notion that godliness was equated with gain. And we taught you erroneously, meaning that it was not clear teaching. We tried to always have a healthy word in this house, but across the board, on every television station and all, you kept hearing this message that prosperity was tied in with what you have, when real prosperity is an outgrowth of who you are and who you're tied to, and His name is Jesus. Our prosperity is directly tied in with our spiritual health. If there is no spiritual health, if there is no growth, if there is no disciplined study of the Word of God, you are sitting here tonight and you are fearful of what tomorrow will hold. Sunday, I'm going to talk about destiny and going into your future. But there are some people tonight, and you wonder why on New Year's Eve there are so many drunken driving accidents. Because so many people are drowning their sorrows in a bottle of Hennessy. Tonight in the Madison Square Garden, there are a countless number of people who are drunk, waiting for a ball to fall down from out of the sky, and they're going to say 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then they're going to say, "Happy New Year!" And they'll tell you tomorrow on the news, they'll be vomiting all over the place. Multitudes, bless God, are going to regrettably lose their lives, and many are going to lose their soul. Somebody's going to be hot and heavy up under someone else tonight at midnight because they think that it's proper to roll like that. But if you've been living wrong for so long, until the light comes on, you don't know what right is. And so we don't have to fear, those of us who trust God, we don't have to fear what tomorrow holds, because our times are in God's hand. Psalm 31:15. We don't fear foreclosure. We don't fear cancer. We don't fear sickness. We don't fear a bad economy. We don't fear the car breaking down. We don't fear trouble. We don't fear trial or tribulation, because our help is not in my Rolex watch, not in my tailor-made suit, not in my baton bag, not in my Mercedes Benz, but my help, my hope, my song, my strength is in the Lord. Some trust in horses, some in chariots, but we are they who call on the name of the Lord. For the name of the Lord, I feel Him right now, is a strong tower, and the righteous run to it, and they are saved.